We have breaking news at this hour. Another MAGA official has been implicated in a leaked text message scandal, and once again, prepare for nausea and outrage. I'm David Reddish. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. Sorry for looking like hell. This is big. Here we go. In case you missed it, last week saw the release of thousands of text messages by the political online magazine Politico. The messages leaked from a group chat comprised of the leadership of the Young Republicans, and contrary to what the name might imply, these were all people well into adulthood, most in their late 20s or 30s, some even as old as 40. A Vermont state senator was involved, as was a Trump administration official. The messages exposed wide use of anti-Semitic, homophobic, and racist slurs and other language, as well as a desire to send political opponents to the gas chamber and, get this, how much these people love Adolf Hitler. Seriously. Have a look.
New fallout tonight from a racist and violent group chat involving leaders of some young Republican groups, as reported by Politico, the outlet obtaining more than 7 months' worth of Telegram messages in which they say members muse about using gas chambers against political opponents. "I'm ready to watch people burn now," one person responds. Another describing rape as epic. The chat includes anti-Semitic comments and racial slurs against Black, Latino, Asian people, and other epithets used more than 250 times, according to Politico. The outlet says one person, after being told backers would support the most right-wing candidate for a leadership role, responded, "Great, I love Hitler." At another point, someone writes, "If we ever had a leak of this chat, we would be cooked." NBC News has not independently obtained or verified the messages, which reportedly involved political advisors and strategists in New York, Arizona, Kansas, and Vermont, including a state senator there.
It's revolting, it's disgusting, it's obnoxious. It's the kind of garbage the worst kinds of people say when they think no one is watching.
Now, at least 3 people involved in the chat are reportedly out of a job. The Kansas Young Republicans deactivated, and many condemning the hateful rhetoric.
Disgusting. If they have government jobs, they should be fired. It's reprehensible.
Vice President J.D. Vance today downplaying the messages.
I really don't want us to grow up in a country where a kid telling a stupid joke, telling a very offensive stupid joke, is cause to ruin their lives. We're not canceling kids because they do something stupid in a group chat.
Isn't it great to hear that J.D. Vance doesn't want to cancel Nazis? Doesn't that make you feel good? For more information on that mess, see our other videos here on the channel. And it gets even worse, so stick around. As that clip mentioned, a number of the Young Republicans have lost their jobs after the exposure of this leak, and Vermont State Senator Samuel Douglas resigned over his involvement. It's good to know that even the Pillsbury Proud Boys have more decency than, say, anyone in the Trump administration. Just saying. And if you need more proof, look no further. Politico has gained access to even more leaked messages, this time from Paul Ingrassia, President Trump's embattled nominee to lead the Office of Special Counsel. Ingrassia is scheduled to have a Senate confirmation hearing later this week, despite the government shutdown. Though, after this, his nomination might be shut down. Politico now reports that Ingrassia, too, has a rich history of racist and pro-Nazi text messages. In fact, Politico has published them. 2 people involved in the chat have also confirmed their authenticity. In the messages, Ingrassia at one point writes, quote, "MLK Jr. was the 1960s George Floyd, and his holiday should be ended and tossed into the 7th circle of hell where it belongs," close quote. In another message, he refers to his own, quote, "Nazi streak," close quote. At one point, Ingrassia also uses an Italian slur for black people, which I will not repeat here. He writes, however, quote, "From Kwanzaa to MLK Jr. Day to Black History Month to Juneteenth, every single one needs to be eviscerated," closed quote. Charming, isn't it? Maybe it also bears mentioning that one of the chat participants said of Mr. Ingrassia, quote, "Paul belongs in the Hitler Youth with Obergruppenführer Steve Bannon," close quote. A lawyer for Paul Ingrassia refused to authenticate the messages, though he did also claim that some of them were meant in jest. Well, if they were meant in jest, doesn't that authenticate them as real? At various points throughout the messages, Mr. Ingrassia writes about needing white men in positions of leadership because, seriously, the Founding Fathers were wrong about all men being created equal. He also refers to Africa as a hole and says nobody should ever trust Chinamen or Indians. His words. And this is who Trump wants to lead the Office of Special Counsel. Gee, I wonder why. This man has no business working anywhere in government for this administration or for any other. And once again, here's the message to the Republican Party. If you don't want people to call you racist or Nazis, stop endorsing racism and Nazism, for goodness sakes. These aren't slurs referring to Republicans. They are simply observations of fact. My advice? Call your senators and encourage them to sink the nomination of Paul Ingrassia. This man isn't worthy of a job cleaning the toilets in a federal prison. And somehow, that would still be less gross. This is Occupy Democrats.